a sandwich walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food." Oh, welcome to Shave&Butcher, and thank you Ken Williams for the joke. If you thought that was too weak, I came across a classic today. How would you like your steak, sir? Like winning an argument with my wife. Rare it is. Okie doke. The shave today will be a bit of an experiment inspired by Anthony Esposito, the Stallion. Because he did a stropping video a few days ago where he challenged us straight racers to take a straight you haven't used for at least a week, a hollow one, and not stropping it, shaving one side of the face, then stropping it properly, like 100 laps, which is a lot for me. I typically do 50 and then I get a cramp. And then shaving the other side of the face. So that's what we're going to do. That's sort of a bit of the theme of the whole thing. So I picked out a good razor, a really good one. This is a Philharmonica 13, a stainless steel razor. It's phenomenal. The soap is Wickham's Cashmere, and that smells so good. And I have matching aftershave balm, which is not a very moisturizing balm. It does other things, so I need to put on some additional moisturizer, which we will do. Brush is a favorite, both because it's pretty and because it's good. It's this little one. It's made by Jeff Anderson, GA7, and it's a Badger brush. So it's the only one I have, I think, which has both plastic, whatever you call this thing, and wood. I don't know what wood it is, but I like the combo of those two. And voila. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you, I purchased, I paid too much money to it. Tukma, or Takma in English, I guess. It's made in Germany. Came yesterday. So it looks very much like Ralph Aust, for example. German razor, full hollow. This one is called Sublime, or Sublime, perhaps. I shaved with it, and it's not all bad. You can shave with it, but it's not good enough, so it will have to be honed, which means I will clean it up a bit. I'll be careful not to ruin the very good. Now we have to hone it. If you push too hard, obviously it's not going to close properly. Scales are a bit wonky, not original scales. I don't know what happened. Someone moved the sticker onto it, but I have a feeling this could be a really good one. So we'll have it cleaned up and honed, and then you'll see. Silberstahl aus Solingen. Beste Qualität. Voila. Yeah, but we're gonna shave, and we will shave. Okay. Damp brush, it's been soaking, and I used it on the head and then cleaned it out. Cleaned it from soap for you lot, so you can see how pretty it is. Oh, I'm hungry. Haven't eaten properly today. We'll see what that does with the shave. There is talk about food downstairs, so with a bit of luck I can A, be fed, B, not have to cook. So I've locked the door just to be on the safe side. So Wickham's. How much soap do we need? I think we have plenty there. Scoop out the rest. So I'll just lather sort of half the face then, shall I? That's going to be weird. I'll lather the whole face and then re-lather. Otherwise, you get funny consistency with hydration, etc. So this one It's a little bit similar to the Phoenix and Bow I used last in terms of soap based, although the Phoenix and Bow is tallow, isn't it? The font is horrific. I don't know. When I buy soaps, I don't make a difference. I can't tell the difference. I can't say this is a tallow soap and this is a vegetal soap. I really can't. Sometimes I think I do, and I think, there's something about a tallow soap. Maybe there's something about knowing it comes from an animal, and that's kind of cool, and you have to prepare the lard. I don't know. But in terms of how good the soaps are, I can't say I prefer one kind over the other. But this is a really nice one. It does not give you or me, I should say, this extremely dense, heavy, wet lather. Maybe it's my skill set, or I haven't used them enough. So that's nice to get, but it's also, this slightly lighter lather is also very nice. The scent of this is magnificent. I did tell myself, look out the scent notes before you go on camera, and of course I didn't. So I don't know what it's supposed to smell like, but it's very elegant, very, very elegant. Focusing more on this side, because look at that, beautiful, beauteous, as El Stallion says. Stallone, Stallone, I don't know what it's called. I don't speak Italian, okay? Enough jibber jabber, let's do half the face. There were a lot of factual errors in the previous video. Thank you so much for helping me out. For example, the actor's name is Christian Bale and he's from Wales. Okay, so I think this is the first time I willingly shave with an unstropped razor, because what I do after a shave is I just wipe it clean. I take it a few laps on the linen side usually to make sure everything is gone, air dry it for a while and then put it in the box. But then I do the stropping before I shave. Okay, I'll try and concentrate on what this feels like. And we'll look at results. I'll do 2 passes on this side first. You know what I find, and I may have mentioned this before, what I do, I clean the part I'm going to shave, and then on the face I put a little bit of moisturizer or aftershave balm or something to prep the skin for the shave. 10-15 minutes before, typically I do it and then I shave my head, and then it's time to do the face. But a good alternative is to just let the soap soak on the face. That works too. And it's really not the same thing, so I don't know why, but it's a good alternative for me. Very good. Little bit drier than usual, but it's going to come off. Yep, with a bit of help. Okay, the downside. So Stallion was talking about how important stropping is. And for me, who don't own my own razors, it's even more important because I need to keep the edge on my razor keen for a long time. I want to do a lot of shaves. I know I can do 70 shaves without any material deterioration of the quality of the edge if I maintain the razor correctly and if it's a really good razor. But if I don't strop properly, don't keep them dry, and also I use a bit of paste on a piece of balsa wood occasionally to make it even a little bit keener, then I don't get a lot of shaves out of a razor at all. So stropping is important, and it takes a bit of time to learn how to do it. I do it very, very slowly, mainly because I can't, because the turning motion, you can even see it on my hand. I can't do a smooth, I can, I guess, if I do it quickly. But if I do it slowly, then it's like a cog wheel, if that is English. So it takes a bit of time and then precision and then back. So stropping 100 rounds like I will now is a bit of an up. I have to take breaks. Okay, let's concentrate. What does it feel like? It feels fantastic. So this will be comparing a really good edge to a possibly even better edge. But it's going to be 90% from perfection to 93 maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But you really don't have to go quickly when you strop. I think it was Anthony who said, if you're in a hurry when you strop, you shouldn't be straight razor shaving, and that's very true. It's also not cool. I admit it looks pretty cool when they go fast, but I'm not sure it's always very good or efficient. Yeah, the right hand is not very good today, so I have to go slow so that I make sure I do it properly, because the left hand might be stronger in performance. Not necessarily, because the left hand is my non-dominant hand, so that is a drawback, and sort of the only thing I do with the left hand that requires any fine motor skills to speak of is shaving. Okay, neck. But when the hand is in this condition, if I don't go slow, I'm not going to go very well. So I'm trying to do this as evenly as, I haven't done this on camera before, as evenly as I can, as smooth as I can. And you get this cogwheel. That direction is easier. Yeah, okay, well, won't bore you. The most annoying, and I don't suffer a lot from that, most annoying thing when you shave is involuntary movement. You know, when you get a bit of a jerk. That's bad. Because this thing is a little bit sharp. Okay, there we go. So that's one side of the face. I'm going to pause now, strop 100 times, and I'll be back to do this side of the face. Okay, we're back. At least 100 laps, probably more. I lost count a few times. So here we go. Let's see if we can detect any difference. I mean, this is a good razor with a keen edge, so I'm thinking maybe no big difference. Oh, that does feel good. I'm gonna have to concentrate a bit to sort of see if I can feel the difference. Maybe the biggest difference is going to be against the grain and when I feel afterwards what it's like. I had a very short period of maybe a week or a bit less in senior high school when I shaved half my face. Just, stupid idea. This experiment reminded me of that. There you go. I did a rather poor job on the lather. I added a bit of soap. It's always, when you have a lather and you want to add some more because it's dried and I had to get a new one, it's never good. Okay. Oh, Sweden's had its first COVID demonstration. It was yesterday. Stockholm, 500 people gathered, and it's like the only restriction there is in Sweden. There is a law which enables you to shut things down, but it's new and it hasn't been used yet. So the only restriction by law that I can think of is you cannot gather more than 8 people in an official gathering, and maybe at home as well. I can't remember. I've barely seen 8 people at the same time for the last year, but they were demonstrating, protesting against the restrictions. I mean, everything is sort of open. The principals at schools were given the authority to close the schools, and no schools are closed, but schools for senior high school do most of their classes online and tests. Not everything, they meet sometimes, but most of it. But shops are open, sports events happen. You can't attend them, but they happen. I think even if you have an active COVID infection, you can go out. It's not illegal. Maybe if you cough at people in an attempt to give them the disease, there might be some old law that has, What is that? That's it's similar to if you know you have HIV and you have sex with someone unprotected, then you can. That's illegal. So it could be something. But apart from that, meeting is it's like the big restriction. But they protested against that, and there was some science in the demonstration varying a bit. So it was a little bit hard to understand the purpose. So one of the biggest messages was COVID doesn't exist. So it's a conspiracy between the government and the pharmaceutical companies so that they can make money selling vaccines. The people dying are dying of something else. I think most people believe that out of those 500. Also, some people thought that COVID existed, but it was spread by 5G masts, transmitters. And when interviewed, of course by mainstream media, whose job is only to deceive us, it appeared the only specific idea or requirement was the ability to go to football games. So that's good. Do we have them everywhere? Do those manifestations and protests, marches exist where you live? And maybe you agree with them, and then, you know, that's, you can. I can't tell you what to believe. Very nice. To be honest, when I'm shaving, although I did get a little bit distracted there, I don't feel a big difference. But then again, I have a very keen edge. Possibly it is different if you don't. But then again, your shave's gonna be crap. No, I mean, yeah, I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm using the best equipment I have with a good edge, because it has to be comfortable shave. Absolutely clear is that if you don't strop your razor and you give it a few shaves, it's not going to be good. And that's even after 2 or 3 shaves. I would notice a difference for sure. So you have to strop. You should watch Anthony's video. I'll try and remember to link it, and if I forget, his channel is Anthony Esposito. Yeah, this feels nice. This feels nice. But it, you know, it did on the other side too. So very good. That is the shave. I'm not going to do any buffing or touch-ups, because I never really do, and particularly at this occasion I won't. So a bit of a quick rinse. Let's see what it feels like. I'm even closing my eyes to try and feel. You know what? On the cheeks, just a cheek, yeah, cheek, chin. Yeah, maybe it is even better actually. It's near perfect on both. Okay. I'll close. Isn't it exciting? You can't even feel what I do. I'll close my eyes. Now, if I'm perfectly honest, I can't tell the difference. But as I said, stropping is extremely important. And if you're new to using a straight or a shavette, or shavette doesn't matter. Oh, silly me. If you're new to using the straight razor, sorry for the faucet tap, you can mess around all you want with the razor, as long as you don't drop it. Keep it dry at all times. Wipe it dry when you're done, and keep it dry, preferably in a box, never in the bathroom where you can take a shower or a bath. Then you can mess around with it as much as you want on the face, and you're not going to dull it by shaving, at least if you use it reasonably well. But you can use it rather poorly and nothing's gonna happen. Matching balm. But if you don't strop, as I said, even after probably 2 shaves, you're gonna notice a difference. Well, you may not, because you don't know what you're doing, but an experienced shaver would notice the difference, which means it's getting dull, and once it's dull, you can't get that back through stropping. You have to rehone. Within reason, except if you strop 1,000 times. Basically, what you can do with stropping is bring the edge back to the keenness and sharpness and smoothness that it had before you started shaving. That's pretty much all you can do. You can't make it better. I made it better, but then I didn't strop properly after the last shave, because I do it before I shave, as I said. So if you mess up with the stropping, or you forget to strop it in the beginning, you can't catch up. If you do it once, it's not the end of the world. But as I said, 2-3 times, you've lost some keenness on the edge. You can still shave with it, but it's going to continue to go downhill if you don't manage it properly. So stropping is important. There's a million videos on how to strop. Watch a lot of them. Try out for yourself. Get a big strop. Doesn't have to be fancy. This is 3 inches wide. That's what you need. Hanging strop like this, which you hang on a hook, or a paddle strop, which is hard by itself in terms of how you do it and how much you would tort it, whatever. Watch other videos. But it's, yeah, I don't know. I did it. A little bit of an experiment. Thanks, Anthony, the Stallion, for the inspiration. And voila, it's Sunday evening, Monday tomorrow. What can you do? Nothing. It's still going to be Monday. But let's try and make it a good week. I'm going to try to start the week thinking, yeah, I've got a job. That's good. Getting up in the morning is tough. And I have nothing particularly exciting going on tomorrow, but if I go in there, go downstairs with an attitude that, this is going to be a good day. Chances are it will be a good day. I know if I think, shit, it's Monday, kill me, it's going to be a worse day than if I don't say that. I'm rambling. Have a great end of the week, and more importantly, good start of the next week. Maybe something good will happen. Who knows? Thanks for watching. Stay sharp.